Hello and welcome to Flamingo Friday. Here at the Dingle, I like to grow my own vegetables. I attempt to grow my own vegetables. And so I get sent a lot of stuff in the post to do with seeds and plants and all that kind of thing. And this week I wanted to share with you something that arrived a little while ago now from D.T.Brown, seed merchants, established 1908. And they don't just send like a cheap, the cheap kind of thin nasty paper brochures with, buy some of these seeds. They send a catalogue, which is just a lovely thing. It's a lovely thing. I like it very much. And the design is really nice. It's kind of, it appeals to people like me, kind of rusticy, and there's some illustrations on the front, which reminds me a little bit of J. Peterman. But the thing that caught my eye with this one was the back of it, because, a catalogue is a catalogue, and there's all sorts of cool stuff going on, and there's a little message from the owners in the front, and it's very personable, and they're talking about, we've got a new website, and this isn't the thing they lead with, by the way. They start with new season rhubarb, and that's the thing they're focusing on, like really it's the sweetest rhubarb ever. And then their PS is, we've recently relaunched our website to make it easier to order and view from mobiles and tablets, which is really important, by the way, because if your website is really difficult to use on a mobile device, say bye-bye to a whole load of customers. So yeah, there's all sorts of little bits and pieces. There's, talking about features of the website and a guide to what the symbols mean, and bits of extra stuff, and then you flip through and it's what you'd expect. It's plants and seeds and whatnot, but on the back it's just made me laugh because it's like a 1950s B-movie poster. World exclusive return of the Kelsey. It's back again for 2019. Several years after an epic hailstorm wiped out our crop, we can officially announce that the Kelsey has been resurrected again for 2019. Although we are unable to offer packeted seed this year, thanks to the skill and dedication of our expert breeders, we are able to announce the availability of our exclusive Kelsey onion plants. By growing them as plants, we do the hard work for you. You'll receive healthy, strong young plants with well-developed root systems that are ready to plant out upon arrival. So they've taken a negative and turned it into a positive for a start. It's easier to grow young plants than it is to plant from seed. And then it just makes me laugh because it's just really, it's like seeds, it's vegetables, it's growing vegetables, but they've managed to be a little bit funny, a little bit tongue-in-cheek. They've drawn from old B-movie posters and they've just turned it into like an exciting thing, and it just made me laugh. And also, by the way, if you didn't know, Kelsey onions are giant. 1 kilogram to 1.5 kilogram onion classes around show circles, because people do show their vegetables. I now live in a tiny village, and I was going to exhibit my vegetables this year, but I don't think I've done enough good work. So I don't know if I will. Around show circles, the Kelsey has a legendary reputation that's second to none. A regular winner at the NBS National Championships in the large exhibition and 1 to 1.5 kilogram onion classes, it's unusual in also having a delicious sweet flavour. So giant onions. I would like to grow giant onions. So I think I'm gonna order some of these because the chickens dug up my red onions, and yeah. So how can you take something that's fairly standard? There's a lot of vegetable sellers and seed sellers out there that send, catalogues out and all the rest of it, but I've never seen one that's quite like this before. This one stands out a little bit because it's a slightly different design. It's packed full of all the stuff you would expect, but also little bits of extras, companion planting, and then just little touches like that just make it really cool. There's an order form included as well, super important, even though most people are going to be ordering online now. Include your order form. It's really important. People still, especially the older generation, still like to order on paper. So that is my top tip for this week's Flamingo Friday. How can you take something that's really standard and make it a little bit more interesting for people, make it a little bit more fun, put a little bit of personality into it, and encourage people to order as often as possible? If you would like more of this kind of thing, subscribe to my YouTube channel below. You will get lots of this kind of thing, how to flamingo your business. You'll also every now and then get me on the trapeze, face planting or doing something cool, and playing with my tiny sheep. I will be back same time next week with another Flamingo Friday, and you want to watch that because it's going to be, it's a little bit mind-blowing, and it's an illustration of something that I talk about quite a lot when I'm coaching people to write their books. So tune in next week, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.